Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. On our show today, we'll get your picks here from the NBA as well as college basketball. We're going to wait till tomorrow for hockey. We got a big card tomorrow. Hockey returns in full swing. So we're going to meet the cappers and then going right to the picks, guys. Remember, with your everyday 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on the Tony Six Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe. More importantly, give us that like, that thumbs up so it can help us build for our audience. We greatly appreciate it. So let's meet the cappers. Let's say to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. That's a win for Canada, just how I said it would happen. Game would go to overtime, and good old Connor McDavid would rip it in and score the overtime winner. And what happened? Oh, Canada won in overtime, and Connor McDavid ripped the overtime winner.
Yep, and if you had any questions about that, I asked Rod a good question. He gave me a great answer. Who has the advantage in overtime, Rod?
The Canadian team, because they're faster. But they also have Bennington. Give it up to Bennington because he made some big 10-bell saves there in that overtime period that kept Canada in it. Because he made a massive blocker save. He went one side of the crease all the way to the other and got that blocker in there and made a big save. And he's the reason that McDavid had that opportunity. You can't leave McDavid open in the slot like that. He'll rip it in on you every time.
Absolutely.
And that's what he did. Yeah. Canada's faster speed-wise. Fast. Good game. Came right down to it. Goalie made a couple big saves. Great game there. Can't wait. All that does is get me all
hockey.
Why? Because
did we catch the Cubbies win yesterday? Did you catch the Cubbies win?
I said the Cubbies. Another Sean winner.
Why? Bunch of nobodies. No, it's only everybody was tuning in except Sean to the hockey last night. How's that? Everybody except Sean. Everybody except Sean because he was grilling burgers. He didn't watch any.
I sent you a photo of my burgers. I was doing burgers. And I watched, then I watched Jack Reacher. I watched the new Reacher on season 3. They got the first 3 episodes. So I watched all 3 of those, and then that was the night.
That's a night there from Sean. Well, Sean, you put up another winning night. 5-2 yesterday, approaching 300 units, and again, you're getting close to that 5K mark for the year.
Yeah, college hoops. I had 4 doggy outrights yesterday, and Portland. I got to give it to Solo's guy. LeBron, he gets it full LeBron today. A back-to-back spot. The guy plays and has a great game. So I'll give him credit where credit is due. I was not expecting the Lakers to win that one, and especially when it went from 5 down to 3. I thought I had a shot. Nope, not meant to be. I guess I don't know why I play with the NBA. Although I'll probably do something stupid today. Feeling cute might bet an NBA game like a dummy, but I'll just stick to my 3-pack of college hoops. I'll be fine.
I took the bait. Of course, I was a little nervous. I made it a premium. I almost was going to go best bet. Then I remembered Ayton got hurt, and that was a big injury for Portland. They're going to have to get the rest of the season. Looks like with regular season. I don't think they're making postseason. Let's go to Al. What's going on?
Yeah, coming off a rough day, but looking for a big bounce back today. So, yeah, can't wait to get these games started today because, I had a real rough one yesterday.
There we go. Absolutely. So, hello, Solo, what's going on?
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy to be here. NBA is back, so I'm ready to get to it. Let's get to the bank.
There we go. Let's get to the bank. Yeah, the NBA's like Verdugo. It's inconsistent. He's still without a contract. Although they thought Boston was going to give him a little boatloads of money, but I don't know if that's going to happen. There's still a lot of guys out there, guys. And you look at the unsigned free agents, there's a lot of them out there. So we'll see how it rolls as we get through today. A little about 5 games from exhibition baseball. But anyway, Sean hit the winner there. Took the Cubbies. If you guys looked, you needed a score. You needed a roster to figure out who was playing yesterday. You got plus money. All right, let's get going here with the NBA here for tonight. Some teams will be on back-to-backs. We had 9 games yesterday, 9 games today, so you know the story. There's going to be teams in back-to-back situations. Here we go. Grizzlies and Magic. It will cover in this spot. We see the Grizzlies road favorites now up to 3.5 here from an opener of 2.5. Total sits 223.5. Bucks and Wizards. We've got the Bucks 6. Some 5.5s are popping up right now. 229.5 is the total. Knicks and Cavs. We got the Cavs sitting 8.5. Total 242. Let's take a look at this injury report. On the Knicks side, looks like Robinson out. Harden and Anunoby will be questionable. Cleveland, a clean injury report. Both teams on back-to-back, so these are all subject to change, guys. So that's why you got to tune into the happy hour at 5 Eastern. Memphis and Orlando, clean on Memphis side. Hey, we got Suggs upgraded to probable. Upgraded questionable for Suggs. So keep an eye there. He may return after a long absence. Milwaukee and Washington. Portis, we know that Portis. I don't know what he's got going on. He's out for 25 games with substance abuse. That's what they said, right? On the Wizards side, no Bay, no Brogdon, Gill questionable. So there you go for this first three block. We start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at this first block, I'm going to take the under between the Knicks and the Cavs. That total, you're looking at 241. Almost like they're trying to bait you into that over. Going, come on, it's a big high total. Don't you want to take that over? No, I don't. You look at the last 10 meetings head-to-head between these two teams, and it's been the first to 100 type game wins this one. We seen back earlier this season in October, Cavs won at 110-104 in that one, and that was in New York. Here in Cleveland, the last time they met, Knicks got the win. It was 107-98 last year, but 9-1 to the under is the total record between these two teams head-to-head. I believe it's 8 straight unders, 3, 6, 7, 9 straight unders between these two teams. And a 241.5, the total's way too high. Give me the under between the Knicks and the Cavs. And another one I'm looking at here is just not enough points for me to back the Wizards there in that one, and I don't want to lay with the Bucks on the road in the second half of back-to-back. They've actually been done pretty good this season, I believe, in back-to-back spots. So it would lean to the Bucks there in that matchup. But the one I like, give me the under 225.5 between the Magic and Memphis. You know, the Magic love to play some defensive basketball, and normally Memphis loves to run the gun up and down the court, but in the second half of the back-to-back here, I think they get dragged into the Magic type of game, and it's be the first of 100 wins that one. Give me the under 225.5 in that matchup.
There from Ron on over to Sean.
I agree, Rob, with the under in this Magic and Memphis game, and I kind of want to take Washington here plus 5.5. I think they're far enough behind where they could score a random win and not really hurt their lottery picks. You know, they'll have to be for draft position or stuff like that. So I think they maybe steal one here. So give me Washington at home here in the early window, and nothing on the Cleveland, New York. I mean, I probably into the Knicks just because I'm getting a bunch of points, but you see my NBA 11-9, not great.
That's pretty good, man. The NBA, not an easy league. On over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I will look at the Cavs. I don't see. Actually, let me go pull it up. So let me get to that one in a second. But I will look at the. I'm kind of leaning Grizzlies. I know we definitely missed the best of the number, and they are on the back-to-back on the road. The Magic are much better at home, but I still think the Grizzlies are the better team. Now, this is assuming that Ja Morant plays, so I would not make this move yet. And I have a hard time believing that all Ja Morant, Lillard, and Giannis are all going to play. So be very careful with these games until you get a confirmed lineup. And as of right now, though, I would lean to the – and I pulled up the wrong page. Awesome. To the Cavs in the first quarter, but I'm trying to pull that number up. I don't have it in front of me right now. And again, just based on don't want to lay the 8.5 in the full game, but I think they are the better team here. Both teams on the back-to-back, and I still don't see that first quarter line, so we'll have to move on.
All right. We'll move on over to Solo.
Memphis and Orlando. Orlando's basically a two-man team on offense. They're struggling right now. I see Suggs has been upgraded, but until I can confirm that he's in, I'm going to stay on the under. Milwaukee and Washington. I'm on Washington. I think we've missed the value. This line was about 7.5, 8 earlier. It's down a few points. We might have missed the value, but I do believe Washington is right side. New York and Cleveland. I'm on the Knicks plus the points.
And there from Solo, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I agree with Solo. I'll take the Knicks plus the points. The way the shooting machine's going on right now. Look at the past two on the road. The Knicks averaging 128 points per 100 possessions, plus 11 net rating on the road here. So I've got to look at them here. Knicks also 7-2 the spread on the road against winning teams. I like the Knicks there. Yeah, I agree with Sean. To me, the Wizards plus the points. Bucks are in the back-to-back and one of the oldest teams in the league. So Bucks are 5-2 to the spread on the road against losing teams. So they usually play down to level of competition. So I'll look at them in that spot. Memphis, Orlando, kind of a stay away from me here. Although the Grizzlies against these bad defensive teams have had spread success, 11-4 the spread on the road against teams that allow 46% shooting or greater. But that performance yesterday keeps me off of here. I don't want to touch Memphis right now. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Nix Morning Show as we continue on in the NBA with the next series of games. Heat and Raptors. We got the Raptors dogs here. Heat 3.5. There's some threes out there, 2.5 sprouting out there. So do your line chopping here. Total 220. Pistons and Spurs. The Spurs, the back-to-back team. Pistons, the rested team. Pistons 4.5. Total 234.5. Pelicans and Mavericks, 2 rested teams here. Mavs 5.5. Total 237. Look at here at the injury report for this block, and we'll see here Miami and Toronto. Love out, hero probable for Miami on the Toronto side. Ingram's still not in yet. Remember, he got moved over to Toronto, and Toronto gave him a huge contract, by the way, there in after coming over here because he wasn't undrafted. He was a free agent there. Poto and Tucker still out for Toronto. Pelicans and Mavericks. We've got Boston out. Missy, the big guy, Zion's backup, or maybe he plays side by side with Zion. He's questionable. For the Mavericks, they have a lot of their bigs out. Remember that. Martin Lively, Gafford, Davis out. Paul doubtful. PJ questionable there for Dallas. Pistons and Spurs, Jaden Ivey out. Basie is questionable. Of course, remember, Wemby's out for the season. He's no longer going to show up on any reports, so just remember that. Wemby out for the year. We start with Rod.
Yeah, for me in this matchup of games, I like the under between Detroit and the Spurs. The way that number is at 230, I think it's too many, way too many points. Spurs on the second half of the back-to-back and slow things up. I don't see a track meet in that game. It opened at 231.5. It popped up to 232. I guess I'm thinking it is going to be a track meet. I don't like the track meet. I'm going to take the under in that one. That's just too many points. I'm not in a hurry to bet it as it's on the move going up. So I think I get a better number closer to tip-off. So I'll wait. I'll watch that number rise a little more. And then I'll jump on the under on that one. And then when I'm looking at, I will take the Pelicans here. I know they haven't been the greatest cover team, but Dallas missing all those guys. Just too many guys out for Dallas there in that one, and too many points. I think the Pelicans come to play here, and this one keep it close. I'll take the 5.5 with the Pellies there in that one.
Yeah, from Ron on over to Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to second that vote there on the Pelicans getting points here from Dallas. Although, did this come down from 6 to 5.5 now?
Yeah.
No. Give me the points there. I got to say, give me the Pistons here. I might actually play the Pistons today. You know, Spurs had the big, yesterday was like, how are they going to respond to that news? And they had a big win, right? Granted, it's the Suns who are not going to make the playoffs, but I don't know. I think that little bump, that little boost is gone today. Pistons are playing good coming into the break. I'm going to take the Pistons here coming out. Let's go. Because they didn't play last night, the Pistons, right? They were off.
They did. They were off yesterday, yep.
Yeah, so I'll lay the points here. Hasn't moved even after a big win there for the Spurs. I'll take Detroit here on the road.
Yeah, from Sean on over to Al.
I'm going to look at the Heat here, a team I've been fading lately, but I think with Andrew Wiggins getting accustomed to his new team, I think he's a better fit than having no Jimmy Butler in the lineup. So I think that does help him out a little bit, and I think they're going to start doing a little better with him in the lineup. So I think this is a favorable matchup for them on the road, laying just the bucket here on the road. I actually really like this play a lot. For the other ones, I got one on my video, so I'll let you guess which one it is or go check that one out.
They're from Alanitas on over to Solo.
Miami and Toronto. I think points would be premium. I'm going to take this total under. I think Miami's obviously both teams are rested, but, Miami just doesn't really have the strong bodies. I think they'll play a little better defense in the second half, but younger players, they're fired, but I don't think they'll be too accurate. Let's go under. Detroit and San Antonio. I think the play is to lay with Detroit. San Antonio's on back-to-back. I know Wemby's out, obviously, for the year. San Antonio's got a little travel, even though they do come back home for this one. I think they'll fight. Probably want to lean off in this one, but I think the play is Detroit. And I'm going to lay it with Dallas. Dallas at home, this is a good team. I know they're dealing with injuries. I think the Pelicans have kind of quit. I'm going to lay it with the Mavs.
They're from Solo. Yeah, Detroit, good team. Even with Ivy with that broken leg, they've still been getting it done. They haven't had the cluster injury. It's just been Ivy there. That's probably the reason there. Yeah, I'm going to look Toronto here. Toronto's been a really good home dog, 16-8 to the spread as a home dog. They got Barnes and Barrett healthy. When those two are healthy, I like to keep an eye on them, especially getting points. So I'll look at Toronto in that spot there. For me, Dallas and New Orleans, I'll look the over in this game. Dallas, a smaller lineup with injuries, so it's going to be a faster pace. And New Orleans likes to run up and down the court there. So I definitely here we'll look at the over in that one between New Orleans and Dallas. So stay away from the Pistons and Spurs game. Just so no opinion there. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show as we'll close out the NBA tonight with these final 3 games. T-Wolves and Rockets. Here we've got the Rockets 3.5 and 4. Total sits at 218.5. Thunder and Jazz. The Thunder 15. Total 237.5. There's some 236.5 out there as well. Even 236 at Pinnacle. Warriors and Kings. We got the Warriors on the road 2.5. Total sits here 236.5. Let's take a look at the injury report here for this final block of games. As we look at Minnesota and Houston, we got Randall and DiVincenzo out for the Timberwolves. Randall's going to be out for a while. Now, the questionables are Gobert, Edwards, and Conley. Massive new, guys here. So, again, something to keep an eye on at that 5 p.m. show Eastern with Ron. Van Fleet, Zeller out for Houston. OKC and Utah. Just Mitchell out for OKC. On the Utah side, no Sexton. KJ Martin is questionable. Rest of them in. Warriors and the Kings. Kuminga still out. Kings have a clean injury report again. So we get started with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these couple games here, I'm going to take the over between OKC and Utah. I don't think a whole lot of defense is going to be played in that matchup there. I think we cruise into the 240s. Both offenses can score plenty enough to get us there. Give me the over 236.5 in that matchup. And then I went back and forth. Rockets at home. This is where usually they play their better ball. But heading into that break, they limped into the break. So maybe the break helped them out here. It's just 4. I don't know if I want to lay 4 with the Rockets there. They're at home and they play their best hoops. There do the Rockets, so I'm leaning to the Rockets at best in that one. But at 4, I don't know. It might come down to who's got the ball last. So that one's a close tight game. 218 is the total in that one. That's a crazy total. So it's gonna feel like a first to 100 game. So laying 4, yeah, I can't do it. Give me Minnesota plus the 4 in that one. I'm gonna just talk myself into that one. Looking at the Warriors taking on the Kings. The Warriors are playing good ball. Give me one of the Warriors there. I'll lay the 2.5. I trust them a little more than the Kings up and down that we've seen, especially at home. This Kings team, 8-17-2 against the spread at home. Not touching the Kings there. Give me the Warriors to come in and roll the Kings by 6-7 or more in that one.
There we go from Rod on over to Sean.
Yeah, give me the Wolves as well. I mean, Houston and Van Fleet, no way they dropped 7-9. I can't take them as a fave. I mean, the Rockets are a nice young team on the way up, but even with a break, I can't trust them. Give me Minnie there in a 4. I'm with Rada here on this over OKC and Utah because I'm not going to tell you to take 15, and I want to cash my under 29 wins there for Utah, so I don't need them to hang around. I'll go over there, and of course, take it Sacramento. There's no Lakers to bash today, so I got Golden State and their geriatric club of, Ben Gay users and guys sitting in nice tubs. Steph Curry is really just, Drazen Petrovic. The guy can't shoot. It's terrible. Worst shooter in baseball. Ruin the whole game, Steph. Oh. Let's go. I want everybody to crank up in the chat. No, I'm just, this. Golden State. I'm not going to play with Golden State.
They got Butler now too.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Butler. It's another picture of health. 36. It's great. Had a nice run, Golden State, but it's over. Give me the Kings here at home.
There we go from Sean on over to Al.
Sean must have missed that conversation between Steph Curry and Draymond Green, where they're talking about it's their last ride, and so I think that they might give it a last effort. But yeah, they're definitely getting older for sure. In
a Medicaid van they're getting out of? A little van with a...
That may be where they had their conversation. I don't know. But I don't know where they had their conversation. Could be. But anyway, I'm going to look at the Jazz here. First half, we're getting 8.5 points. So obviously, tough matchup here. They're going against one of the best teams in the league. But as bad as they've been, 13-11 against the spread in this situation. So I'm going to look at it on where did we go? Yeah, so as home dogs, they're 13-11, but again, I like the play on the first half, probably a little better, getting 8.5. I'll ask them to keep that within single digits, please, in the first half. So that's my play for this slot.
There from El Nino as we move on over to Solo.
Minnesota and Houston. I see Minnesota has a lot of bodies out. I see they did this a couple times last week, and both times everybody played. Houston without Van Fleet, as Sean has tested too, they've been struggling. I told y'all earlier, about 2 weeks ago that they hadn't really performed well without Van Fleet. They continue to lose games. In this situation right here, I think the best case, I think we got to take Minnesota, and I think as the day goes on, those points are going to go down because I think a lot of these players are going to play. So you already know I get down. I'm on the Timberwolves on the money line. You guys take the points. And I'm on Golden State. I'm going to lay it. I just don't like the Sacramento team. I think Golden State's rested. I like the addition of Butler. They obviously dropped their game to the Mavs, but the Mavs are a strong team. I don't really like the way the Kings playing ball. Let's lay it with Golden State.
There we go. So Scripio, you must have saw me on the Deuce and Mo podcast. I dropped that on them. And they didn't like it too much. I told Sacramento Bulls. Anyway, I'm going to look in here at Houston here, plus the points as well. Houston on the spread on the road against winning teams, 11-4 the spread there. Van Fleet again, they need his shooting. He's not in the lineup. So I'll look for them in that spot. Agree there with Sean. Thunder Jazz going over the total. Utah, not a team that plays defense, but they can shoot a little bit. When you got marketing in there, you're going to get points on the other end. So I'm not really worried about Utah not doing their job. So I like the over in that one. And Warriors and the Kings. I'm going to look here at this Kings team plus the points. Kings over their past 5 shooting the ball well. Warriors 1-4 the spread as road favorite of 6 or fewer points. So in these coin flip type of games, they have not fared well to the spread wise. So I'll look at the Kings there in that spot. All right, let's continue here.
That's without Jimmy.
That's right. That is without Jimmy. But I want to take the Sacramento Bulls. That's what I was calling them, Sacramento Bulls, because they got nothing but Bulls, ex-Bulls guys out there. All right, let's continue here on. Now Levine had a big one the other night too. He put up, I think, with plus 40 plus on in the last game. Let me see, what did Levine do? Levine in the last game here. I know they lost that crazy overtime game against New Orleans. 32 points, 10 assists in the last one out there. So Levine put some numbers up there for Sacramento. So
I'm starting to see some 3.5s in this Houston game, by the way.
Right. There are some 3.5s popping up there in that one. Pinnacle. So the sharp book that has a 3.5. Everybody has it at 4. So there's no doubt that Minnesota's a sharp play right there. No doubt about that. All right. Let's continue here.
Nobody cares what you did yesterday, Mark Craig. How's that? Today's a new day. That's yesterday. Not to be it is, but that's yesterday. Nobody cares what you did yesterday, buddy. I'm telling you.
I know he likes to talk about
did you give that out yesterday, Mark Craig? Did you? No, you did not. So we don't care what you did yesterday. Today's Friday. Congratulations, you guys saw a winner. I don't want to hear you bragging about it.
Yeah, the pound in the chest about winning yesterday.
You got a winner. Yeah, it's yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you give that out in the chat yesterday? You were here. I didn't hear you giving it out. I didn't see you anywhere say Northwestern money line, folks, in the chat. We pound our chest when you give the winner out to everybody as friends.
Yeah, that's the old Mish thing. And the Indian gaming stuff has to
help us today. That doesn't help us today. Yeah. So we're here to worry about today's games there, Mark Craig.
Yeah.
And
you're the only one I know. And you're the only one I know who wins in Indian gaming, by the way. No one wins. Those are the worst returns of any. So you can ask me. You just ask Solo. We're from California. We know what it's like to go into those Indian gaming. You don't win. Trust me. I don't see anyone winning. The worst returns of any casino or the Indian gaming. And Trump has an issue. Go back and search Trump and Indian gaming. Boy, he made a big old thing about them when he had his casinos. So that's another thing.
The carnival game at the carnival when you're trying to win the big stuffed animal. Those things are rigged. I'm telling you. There's little tricks to those games. Tricks.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, let's continue here on the 20 Sports Show. Well, they really loaded the 7 Eastern, loading these 7 Eastern games. Just 3 later on, so let's do this here on our college. We'll cover the games at 6 Eastern and 7 Eastern. We'll keep the 3 later games on another block. So let's get it started here with Rod.
And kicking off the college slate here in these early action here. You look, I'm going to take Marquette here on the road heading into Villanova. Marquette's been dominant over Villanova ever since the new coach taken over for Villanova. They're 0-6 against Marquette. And only have to lay a 1.5 there. Now I'll take Marquette to whoop it up on Villanova in that matchup. Another one I'm looking at here in the early stage. You went all the way up to 7.
Just 7. Just the 7. Just the 7.
Yeah, just the 7s, right? Yeah, there's a lot of 7s. Lots of 7s.
It's everything but like 2 games.
I was just going to say, I was like,
some Milwaukee games in there too. There's 3 games at the
3 games.
7. Yeah,
we got the Kent State, Miami, Ohio, and then the big game of the night late. So, anyways, looking at these ones, you look at Niagara after a home game. They don't fare so well on the road, and they don't fare so well against Siena either. But that's a big number. I don't want to lay 6.5 with Siena there at home in that one. You look at Niagara over their last 5, 3-2 ATS. So definitely been trying to keep things close on the road. Definitely hasn't been where they played their better ball. But what I do like there is I like the under. That totals at 138. It's popped up. And you look what's happened head-to-head between these two teams. The last 9 meetings has seen 137 points or less. And that it did open 137.5, popped up to 138. Someone's thinking we're going to see a higher scoring game. Give me the under, Niagara and Siena. And then another one I'm looking at here in this match, this time spot anyways, is one team going one way, one going the other. Some people are betting on Green Bay. I think they got a cover last game. Congratulations, you got yourself a cover in the last game. But going against Robert Morris, too tough here. Right? You look at what Robert Morris has been doing, 4-1 straight up, 5-0 against that number. I got Robert Morris whooping up on Green Bay by 20 plus. I'll lay the 14.5 there in that matchup. And then one more I'm looking at here in these early slate of games is I like St. Peter's here, heading into Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's been solid team, played some pretty good hoops, but as a favorite, playing 4.5. I like getting points with Mount St. Mary's. I'll take the 4.5 there with St. Peter's. You look what St. Peter's has done on the road. They're 8-5 ATS, so too many points there. Give me St. Peter's plus the points in that matchup.
St. Peter's. If we're on, let's move on over to Sean.
All right. See where we're going here. I think Bowling Green here early. I got 3 games today. Yesterday I gave you two of my games at the end of the show. I can't give 2 today because I only got 3 bet today in college basketball. But Bowling Green was thought about. They're catching 8 here from Toledo. Next, Northern Kentucky. This is a close one here. I just don't like it. I think their 3rd straight one on the road. It's close. What do we got here point-wise? This is kind of like the St. Peter's game. This is actually below the 4. It's down to 3 here, huh? Oh, boy. This was 4.5 last night, and I was thinking it was close. Now I have to cross it off the board. Never mind with that game. I'll jump, though, with the St. Peter's. There is a 4.5 at DK. I would like it's close enough to whet my appetite there. And that's it, right? We got the bigger game tonight. Anything else? That's about it. That's it. Because otherwise, I just have to give you my top play there. I can't do that one. Sorry. That's it. The Bowling Green, Northern Kentucky, Peters, and you know what? If you want to grab Canisius as a big dog as well, they're catching, I think, 14 or something. Actually, no, it's not. It's 11.5. This was 14.5 last night. 11.5. It was 14.5 last night. Now I'm annoyed because I got the big check next to it and an underline. I show you my sheet, but I got all my games circled next to what I bet. So, like, really?
There you go.
Canisius. There it is. You got an underline, a big check next to it.
There you go from Sean on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Rod on that. Which one was it that I agreed with him? It was Marquette. Okay, I like Marquette in that road spot. The one I kind of disagree with the guys is I was leaning Mount St. Mary's. Now, again, not my favorite play, but just think that home court, again, that spread is 4.5. I see that 4 now. Yeah, 4. I don't mind it so much, but it's not. Again, I'd rather be laying 3 or less. But I think they get it done at home. They won the last meeting 79-64 on the road, and I just think they get it done again on the home here. And the one I liked best in this slot, however, was Wright State. What's the number at? No, sorry, it's at 3. I think they get the job done. So thanks to whoever bet it down to 3. I really like them in this spot. 9-3 at home. They won the last meeting by 8 on the road. And I think they're just a better team here, better defense, and should get the job done.
Yeah. From El Nino, sign over to Solo.
Marquette and Villanova. Marquette's clearly just a better team. I want to say they spanked them in the first one. I'm a little hesitant because this line is a little fishy, so I'm going to hold off on this one right here. Harvard and Princeton, I'm going to lay it with Princeton. I think Princeton going to walk the dog, and I'm going to lay it with Yale. Just a better team.
Yeah, from Solo, tell you what I think about some of these games here. I like Bowling Green Toledo go over the total. These are two teams in poor defensive form here. You look at the Falcons away from home, giving 49% shooting. Rockets over their past 5, got 49% shooting there. But Toledo, a very good shooting team in the conference. So I'll look at the over in that one. Give me the big green here, Dartmouth here against Penn. Penn's having a horrible season. I don't know what it is. This program used to be pretty good in the Ivy, but man, they have gone the absolute other way. The defense has been absolutely atrocious here of late. Big Green hitting 48% over their past 5, holding teams at 38% shooting. Quakers just 1-4 on the home court in the Ivy. So I'll look at Dartmouth there in that spot. I'll take some Manhattan plus the points against Iona. Jaspers have covered 9-12 away from home, and Iona just doesn't shoot the ball very well in their home court. So I'll look at them in that spot, and I'll look at some Loyola Chicago here plus the 1.5 against Dayton. Dayton had a lot of hope for this team early non-conference, but man, they have not shot the ball well they have not defended well in the A10, 13th in effective field goal defense, giving up 36% from 3, 54% around the basket. Man, this isn't the Big East, this isn't the Big Ten, this is the A10. You should be able to defend the paint a little better than that. So I'll look at Loyola Chicago in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Simona Show as we continue here with the games. As we'll look for the games here that beginning at 8 Eastern time and later. I know we got Michigan State, Michigan, Kent, and Miami. And I know Milwaukee's in action as well there in this time slot. I think the Panthers are who they face and taking Youngstown State. So 3 games here, all televised here in this spot. In this block, 3 games here. We start with Rod.
Yeah, look at these games. You're looking at Youngstown only laying 1.5. It's like 1.5 only. I expect that to be a little more than what it is there. Youngstown, you see at home plays their better ball. 8-4 at home. 4-1 straight up. 4-1 against the number over their last 5 as well. But I'm going the other way. That line tells you all you need to know. Give me Milwaukee on the money line in that one. I think they come into Youngstown and get the win. That's a big game for both these clubs. You look, Youngstown's 18-10 of the year, while Milwaukee's 18-9. So big game for both these clubs here. And I like Milwaukee to win it outright on the money line in that matchup. And then the big game of the night, you're looking at Michigan State taking on Michigan here in this one. I think the defense is rule the roost in that one. Now, 151, I'm going to take the under in that one. Everybody's thinking we're going to see a whole bunch of offensive points. That's why the total's a little touch high. I like the under 151, Michigan State and Michigan.
Rod, Pinnacle's just moving it down. Now 150.5, 150. Yeah, we're a lot of steam moving right now on the under there, Rod. A lot of steam moving down. On over to Sean.
Get it quick.
I like Sparty here. It's down to 3. I just feel this is a good spot for them. Both teams have played well. I mean, we had a few losses. The Michigan State, we talked about, I think the other day, they lost to Indiana there, where their coach, they're getting ready to hang a banger. The other guy's ready to walk out the door, so it's kind of a bad spot for them. But you beat Illinois, you beat Purdue. I said Maryland is up next for them. That's where I think Michigan State gets tripped up. This is going to be like a close game. I'll take the 3. I think it'll be a 1-possession game, probably a 1-point game. I like Michigan State there. Nothing there in the MAC. And I like Youngstown. Give me the Penguins at home. I'll say money line on that game.
They're here from Sean. We'll move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I like Michigan at home in this one, 12-0 at home. Spartans just 4-2 on the road, which not terrible, but it's not quite their 21-5 overall record either. Michigan also coming on 6-game win streak, so as long as they box out here and try not to give up too many rebounds, I think they get the job done at home. I like Miami, Ohio, probably a little better. That's my favorite play in this slot. Again, 12-1 at home. They got the job done on the road too, so I think they get it done again for us on the at home here.
There from Al on over to Solo.
Kent State, Miami, Ohio. I think these teams, you got a physical matchup here. I think this total goes under. I think points will be premium. We're going to go under. Youngstown and Milwaukee. Sign me up with the Penguins as well. I'm on Youngstown State.
There from Solo. Say what I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm going to look at Michigan here, laying the 3, no more than 3 there. 12-0 straight up for Michigan at home. But what scares me about Michigan State is what they look like losing on the road to UCLA and USC. that did not sit well with me in this one here. So I'll look at the Michigan there in that spot. Yeah, I like Youngstown at home in that spot against Milwaukee. Looking at this one here, a losing spread record for Milwaukee away from home. And this is a team from Milwaukee that turns the ball over at a high rate in the conference. Youngstown State is first in effective field goal defense as they really defend the 3 and they defend the bucket really well. And a good shooting team there in the horizon. 55% shooting in the paint, 78% at the free throw line, and really good covering for their past 5. So I'll look here at Youngstown here in this one. All right, let's continue here on the 26 More Show. We got you through the college hoops. NHL returns tomorrow. I think there's a 14-game card. And so now it's time for our Parlay Peripheral segment where our cappers can give out plays here from a parlay. They can also give out a team or player prop. They can also give a game in the future. They can also give out, what do we got? Parlay future game. They could also give out preseason baseball if they want to. We got 5 games on the board today. Dodgers return to action against the Cubs in a revenge spot for LA, but this one will be played in the Cubs home park. But there's Yankees make their debut this year, and they just signed their manager for another 2 years. I don't know what Sean thinks about that, but anyway, they signed him up. They locked him in. Two-year contract. Padres back in action. They're all smiles coming back. Everyone's happy. It's like a family. When the losses start coming, we'll see what they feel about that. Rockies, Diamondbacks, Rangers, Royals. So there you go with the baseball today. So we start off with Rod.
And for me, I'm going to go right to the NBA, give you a little 3-teamer. I'm going to take the Pelicans plus the points. I'm going to take the Timberwolves plus the points. And we're going to take the Golden State Warriors, lay the 2.5 there in that one. Little 3-teamer for you.
3-teamer there from Rod, and we move right on over to Sean.
I'm looking at these lineups, and the Royals and Rangers are like rolling out a opening day, like it's April 4th or something. The way they're rolling out
they want to come out quick out of the gate. They want to get a good start on everybody.
I mean, India, Bobby Witt, Vinny P, Renfro, Velasquez, Massey, everybody's in line. Texas, Simeon, Seager, Young, Garcia, Berger, Helms, Duran. They had their starting lineups going today. No baseball today. 2 games. Listen, I don't tell you to parlay. And 47-31. 2-1 yesterday. I did lose with the Trailblazers there, but 60%, 47-31 here on the show with these picks. We're going Wizards. I'm going to the nothing but action on a Friday night, the NBA. It's a +6 at DK right now. Go get that one. And I'm rolling out Canisius here. I know the lines come down where I want, where I'm scratching my head. I should have bet it last night, but it's +11.5. And in this kind of spot, 29-17, these teams in these spots. So there you go. 2 games for you. Don't parlay them. Then you come in and be like, oh, tough night. And I'm like, I went 4-1. That's not a tough night. 1-1. We're going 2-0. Who the hell am I kidding? I'm red hot. I don't care. I'll brag. Let's go.
That's red hot. That's right. Let's move on over to Al Ninos.
I'll go with, I finally got this number. Cavs first quarter is -2.5. I'll take the Jazz in the first half plus the 8.5. And gonna take the Heat.
Here we go from Al Ninos. On over to Solo.
We're going to lay it with Princeton. We're going to take Memphis and Orlando under. And we're going to lay it with we're going to take Youngstown on the money line.
Yeah. There from Solo. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Youngstown. I'll take the Knicks. The Knicks are now 8 at Pinnacle, 8.5 pretty much everywhere else. Chris is now at 8. South Point's at 8. So you're going to have to find that 8.5 if you can. I like the over in Pelicans and Mavericks. And we said Youngstown as well. All right, we got you through that part of the show. Let's see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Head into a pretty big week of action here with the NHL coming back up tomorrow. Also, we've got the NBA for a big week as well. We'll take a look and see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod's put together a really good NHL. Pretty good day yesterday. As you know, he hit it. He had a really big one yesterday. All right, Rod, what you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And over Tony's Picks, off a nice little winning day, nice little winning week. So let's continue getting winners. So I've got a nice little 3-pack of college basketball up there for everybody to scoop up. In that 3-pack is my 10-star college basketball slam dunk play of the day. So either by the best play of the day or by the package. That's the way to go here at Tony's Picks in the college basketball slate. I'm going to put in an NBA one as soon as we're done here. And that'll be my big drop a dime play here in NBA. So I said a very minimal picking NBA. So I'm one that I absolutely like that I'll put in there for everybody as soon as we're done the show. So jump aboard over there. Best way to go is long term. Got a big weekend loaded. NHL's back on Saturday. NBA's rolling. College basketball Saturday's right around the corner. So jump aboard long term. Grab that 3-day pass. Get you Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. You know how Monday and early. So that 3-day pass turns into a 4-day pass. That's the best way to go here. That way you're aboard for any late steam plays that we find here, late info in the NBA or any college basketball news. At least it's one of those exclusive things that I haven't seen anywhere else. Only exclusive here to Tony's Picks. That late steam play where you get an email to you when you're a long-term subscriber here at Tony's Picks. So jump aboard. Don't forget Tony T at checkout when you get over there as well.
That's right, guys. You got both Rod over at Tony's Picks.com. I'm coming off a really good day yesterday. You can see for the year, pretty good green across the board here. He's got a CBB slam dunk. Keep an eye on those long-term passes. You guys like that 3-day pass here over on Fridays. Remember, hockey returns strong on Saturday, even a strong Sunday card. So that 3-day pass, really good value there over at Tony. So let's get on board with Rod right now. All right, let's take a look here on our boards here. We'll see what Sean has to say over at Tony's Picks. Sean, another big day yesterday, another winning day, approaching 5,000 units of profit, all documented over at Tony's Picks. Sean, what you got for sale?
College hoops. Let's go. 3-pack. Good day yesterday with college basketball. And just want to keep it going. The dogs treat me good. 5-1 with the college hoops yesterday. 4 doggies, I think, outright. And what's there to say? I lost the NBA yesterday. You see, it's 11-9, but I'll dabble in that. But I'll never put a package up for the NBA, not until the playoffs. Concentrating on college basketball. That's to treat me well. I'm looking at 16 games, or actually 21 games for tomorrow. All your wacky conferences, none of these marquee games. And I got 6. I mentioned the Canisius in a 29-17 spot. So I got 16 games looking at tomorrow that are in that ATS range that I'm 29-17 on. So I'll probably narrow that down. I won't put 16 games up for you on the site. There'll be a 3-pack to go get. Just get the 3-pack. Enjoy. Be a winner.
That's really, guys. Get on board, Sean. Over at Tony's Picks, you can see the great results from Sean. All documented. We've documented the results here. Sean has posted 325 plays at Tony'sPicks.com. You can verify every one of them. Look at the winning here from Sean. Man, been on a tear. 8 of his past 10 document on Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the winning results. So get on board with Sean with the 3-pack, or you want to try out for the weekend. On Fridays, that 3-day all sports pass, very popular package there. You get all of Sean's plays here. Got college hoops today, Saturday, Sunday. If he finds action in the other sports, that'll be there. But you can see the high volume there right now. Sean, all pretty much high volume right here in college hoops.
That's it.
You can see there. Your college basketball is the way to roll. Remember that 1-month pass, 30-day pass will include the regular season of college hoops as well as all the conference tournament action when you get that 30-day all sports pass over with Sean over at Tony'sPicks.com. So go ahead and get signed up with that. All right, let's see. We'll take a look and see what El Nino's has for sale over at Tony's Picks. El, what you got for sale going over right today?
Yeah, pretty quiet so far on the premium side. Just one play in the NBA, but I doubt it will stay that way as the day goes on. Still got a little time before 11 a.m. And don't forget the Steam plays, which I'm not sure how anyone does the NBA without the Steam plays in this business, but it's definitely a feature you got to check out at Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure you check out one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes to get all the plays.
That's right, guys. Again, on both Ali. See, he's got his profit guarantee. Play up there 19 on NBA alley-oop. Remember, all these one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for side credits. That's profit guarantee. Now, if you get a long-term pass that includes late steam, what are late steam plays? Well, our regular member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. We allow our cappers to continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for winners for their customers. And they post plays between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time. Those plays are emailed directly to your inbox using the email that you used when you sign up for the service. That's late steam. And, of course, all exclusive here at TonySmith.com. I don't see that available anywhere. Late steam plays. We give the opportunity to every capper here at TonySmith.com to go ahead and get signed up. All right. We'll take a look and see what Solo has for sale over at TonySmith.com. Solo come off a really good Thursday. Solo, what you got for sale?
I got 4 plays up right now. I had another play. I got a 3-pack NBA. I got a best bet college basketball, best bet NBA. I'm gonna have one more play, like I said. But we, NBA's back, so we gonna start firing. Kind of wanted to start slow out the first day or two, but seeing the board pretty good, so we're gonna fire throughout the weekend. College basketball be heavy throughout the weekend. So sign up with me short term, long term. Pay me one of the good cappers. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's get to it.
Yeah, on board with Solo over at TonySmith.com. Tony T at checkout will save you that 15% off. Solo, a best bet from College Hoops, the best bet from NBA, and also a 3-pack up there. So get on board. Instead of buying these plays all individually, you can also opt for that 3-day all sports pass. That's a pretty good value there. Get all those premium plays for 3 days. Hoops action here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Solo. So get on board there. As you can see, the promo code here, Tony T at checkout, will knock off that 15% off with Solo over at TonySmith.com. So go ahead and sign up. Link in the description to go ahead and get signed up. Got a best bet on the board, also working a multi-pack. Had my best bet streak run end yesterday. Atlanta could not get the job done after that really strong first quarter. And what happened after that? Orlando got past them. But anyway, we're going to build up another streak in the best bets. But get on board with me. A best bet on the board right now, College Hoops, and working on package as well. So get on board with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, guys, we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here with the Tony Six Morning Show. We're here with you guys. And just a reminder, if you happen to miss any of our shows, you can always go to our YouTube channel. And all you have to do is just go to our live tab. I'll show you how to do that. So one of our chat listeners, chat folks in the chat caught the show late, said, I'm going to watch the replay. How do you watch the replay? Well, this is how you watch the replay. Just go to Tony'sPicks.com on YouTube, hit the live tab right here, and that'll take you right to our live shows on archive. So you can watch our morning show replay. If you need help watching the games, you need help with the later games, you can go back and do a replay. Or again, if you missed the show, check it out on our live tab here at Tony's Picks. Also, happy hour. Rod will talk to you about that in just a second. The morning, our happy hour show, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, in the NBA, we got a lot of question marks with some of these players. Get more information here on injuries. And that'll help you a lot in baseball because, in baseball, we got all those lineup changes. We got those last minute, we got openers going in for starters. And some people say, oh, we got a new starter. No, you don't have a new starter. We just have an opener. Starter's still going. So we'll have all that clarified once baseball season starts. So we got you there covered. Now, we also have a section here where we put on-demand videos from a content. You can see Al Ninos has his 3 underdog. He looks for 3 underdogs a day. Sometimes NBA, sometimes college, sometimes a mix. It's up to Al. You can see right now, Al's got his underdog plays right now. Mills has been good in the UFC. Mills, he pops in on some of those on happy hour shows there. Mills, you can catch up, get on his UFC card here for you. So he goes all out in UFC, so you can check out the Mills' plays. Chris today on demand. Hey, Sean was saying, what happened to Jorge? Well, we found Jorge.
There he is.
There he is. So we found Jorge. We got Jorge on a video here. I got to teach him how to do on-demand. He's got some stuff going on in the mornings. He'll be back in the morning shows soon. But yeah, Jorge's with the on-demand. He's going to be getting this stuff up early at 4 a.m. I think he said, I'm up. I'm going to start getting videos up. All right, so I showed him how to do it. So Jorge. Sean was wondering where he was. He got the Timberwolves and Rockets up there. So he looks more awake here at this hour, by the way.
He's got to change his thumbnail picture. There, he's got nice black hair back in '96. Come on,
yeah.
Come on,
yeah, he's one of those guys.
That photo, Bill?
Yeah. Nowhere near what he looked like before, man. Vegas will do that to you, man. It may just be in 1 year.
Catfishing.
1 year that'll do it. See a lot of on-demand content up there, guys. Tony's Picks. We got you covered. A lot of. If you want deeper dives, guys, go to our YouTube channel. As I said, we did have a spot in on Jorge. Woke him up yesterday, but like I said, he looks more wide. He's more wide awake when we do it this time. That's what I noticed right away when I was doing the shows. Kind of rough on some of those morning shows.
I gotta pick with him. We went out to eat over at Tony Roma's when I was out there. That was back in like 07, 08. We went out. I was with him, a couple other guys went out to him. It was him, Tony K. I think Teddy Covers was with us. We went out for some ribs. Like this is the spot. We went to the place where De Niro, where old Ace Rothstein got the little car action going there. That's where I went to eat. So that was pretty cool.
I thought you were going to bring up that situation when he got in a fight with Aaron Rennie and Teddy Covers' party.
No.
You know what happened? No. Aaron Rennie was drunk and hit up on Jorge's girlfriend. And they got in a fight.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was very big. That made that Vegas radio. That was all over. The Meat Man. Meat Man got wind of that. That thing was he put that on blast.
Oh, the Meat Man's here, everybody.
He got the word. He was just going all over with that. It was pretty funny. Our late Meat Man, rest in peace. It's been like 5 years now. Wow, 5 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 5 years. 2020, just right before the pandemic. I remember that because I got the call. Yeah, that was a rough one there too. Boy, 2 business partners. Oof, that's rough. Mitch and Meat Man. Wow, Meat Man in 2020, and then Mitch in 2024. Wow, that was rough. But yeah, guys, you can check that. We check out our YouTube channel. Also, too, I got to make note. Thanks to Albert Ninos for reminding me about this because I don't bring this up enough. We got really good writers over at Tony's Picks, guys. I want you to check out our articles written. I'm just showing you the homepage. You can click the links. There's some drop-down menus if you're looking for specific articles. We got our guys, Nick and Kevin Stott, producing content for us, written content over at Tony's Picks. Really well in-depth articles here with picks. And I always talk about our Nick covers the entire NBA board. And, of course, we got coverage here from already tomorrow's NHL here from Kevin Stott. Kevin Stott's a writer for Las Vegas Review-Journal, also does work for Las Vegas Sun. And he goes really in depth here with his NHL college basketball articles. You'll find Kevin Stott there, guys. So a lot of great article writers over at TonySpicks.com. Both Nick and Kevin Stott doing heavy lifting for us over on the website. So, guys, give it a peek over there. Those guys do a phenomenal job. But, of course, I know Rod keeps an eye on those. A little bit of editing there sometimes, but Rod gets it done. Right, Rod?
Yeah, definitely. We edited a little bit, but hey, you got to have sometimes when you're writing those articles, it's nice to have that extra set of eyes go over because you try to catch every little mistake written. So I go over and I make sure that everything's all nicely done over there, and I get the list up for them. So hey, they're doing a great job because I know where it started from, and we went like this. So it's only getting better over there at Tony's Picks for the articles. So definitely, you want some more content? Got to go check it out there. They've got Nick's got you covered on all the NBA action over there as well. So definitely go check that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the writing has gotten big time improvement, guys. So again, we got really good writers there. I told you with Kevin Stott's qualification credit. I knew him.
Props.
Friends,
props. Deep dive.
Meat Man introduced me to Kevin Stott way back, maybe like 15 years ago. And I remembered him when it was upgrade our writers. I knew who to call right away. I'm going to call Kevin when I made the calls. Kevin Stott, no doubt about that. Good writer there. All right, of course, Rod, let everybody know what you got. Of course, Saturday, we're getting back to the hockey videos. And, of course, the happy hour show here, live 5 p.m. Eastern time. Going to be very helpful with all these questionables now in baseball. Goalie changes, of course, in baseball even more when we get these pitching and lineup changes.
Yeah, definitely. You want to be tuning into the happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern. Make that part of your regular routine. That way we get you all the NBA, who's in, who's out, pitchers-wise, because I know as the baseball season rolls along, we'll get the same thing. We'll see TBD pop up, and it'll be like, oh, TBD versus this guy. Okay. Sometimes I will be down with TBD because sometimes that's how you have to roll. So you want to tune into the happy hour 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll get to some updated on all those the pitcher changes, goalie changes, and definitely watch out, be on the lookout. Back to hockey videos on the grind. 14 hockey videos tomorrow, so be on the lookout for those here at the YouTube channel. We'll get you covered on all those games to kick back the second half of the slate of the NHL. Yeah. I'm excited. Excited. Maybe we got to fade some of the Canadian players because they might still be a little bit drunk coming into Saturday's action because. They were celebrating pretty good. I've seen plenty of videos with them drinking it up, and we're doing one of these, and we are the champions. And they're also getting force printed out for. We're looking for an 11th province. You guys are talking about a 51st state. 11th province is in the work. We have no problem. You guys can come join Canada. No problem. Come join us. 11th province. It's in the work.
Yep. Capricorn. Yeah, that would be. I got something in the works with here. Maybe sometime. We got a lot going on right now behind the scenes here. So we're going to try to expand our Capper menu here, our menu for picks, sports wise. is what we're working on right now. Also working an affiliate program. So there's a lot that I'm working on right now. So at that point, I do have plans for having like a competition site. So no doubt about that. That's in the works. So, but that's going to come down the line sometime. Also got a new data provider looking at horse racing as well. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on behind the scenes, creating code for. So we'll keep an eye there. Of course, Sean, will you pop in with us here? You got it in the mornings here at Tony's Picks.
Mornings, yeah. Like the afternoon show, like I said, it's tough with the kids come back from sports and stuff. I got things going on. But also this time of year, it's a lot of NBA. I don't pretend to shine in the NBA or hockey. I know where I'm supposed to be. But baseball season's different. I'll come in and give out some ribby props or something when the season gets underway here in a couple weeks. So you'll see me in there.
You'll see him. And sometimes you'll see Sean in the chat once in a while in the happy hour too as well. He's pop a few times. And of course, the El Ninos, you got your videos, your underdog videos looking for those 3 dogs of the day. Yeah,
and if you don't like ugly dogs, you might want to wear some kind of visor or something, or I don't know, maybe some earmuffs. I don't know, but yeah, all 3 dogs I picked today, I don't think have combined wins equaling the total of combined. I don't think they have enough wins to match the least amount of losses that one of those teams has. So yeah, it's not pretty on paper, but again, I like the value we're getting with them. So. Yeah, go check
the ugly dogs covered. We got Charlotte covering yesterday. The Bulls covered. So some of those big dogs.
Oh yeah, it is the NBA, so
Yeah, it is. It's no doubt about that. Or Solo, you pop in with us here on the mornings and we catch you on occasional PM shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna be popping in, here and there on the morning and definitely on the happy hour. So we loaded up games. NBA's back, so we back around. We here. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, guys. That's going to do it here for this edition of Tony's Picks Morning Show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. So we're with you guys here. We're giving the picks. All right, before we go, does anybody have anything to say in closing before we wrap it up for today?
Yeah, looks like actually Lex Steele will be the one having the real happy hour. So make sure you play safe.
All right, there we go. No doubt about that. Looks like we got someone ready to roll. All right, that's going to do it, guys. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Friday. We're back tomorrow here on the 26 Morning Show.
Lex.